Hello everyone, my name is Wong. I am 17 years old and currently a student in Zhengfu High School, which is in Ho Chi Minh City. And today I'm going to share my journey of learning English with you. So before we start, let me tell you a funny story about me to see how my English was like in the past few years. Okay, so it was one day when I took the English test to enter an English course in an English center. The first question that the examiner asked me was that, what's your full name? But I was very confused because I didn't understand what full name is. So the examiner gave me some particular examples of some of the full names, like Ho Chi Minh, Lan Wong, and something like that. So finally, I could understand what full name is, and I replied to him, my full name is Zheng Lin Wong. And as you can see, my English was terrible. I couldn't understand, nearly almost everything. So when I reached to the IELTS level, I must admit that I was one of the worst students in the class. So after the course, I decided to study myself. So what did I do in order to improve my English and to get to where I am today? So finally, I found out the right way, the right method for me to study, which is maybe the most interesting, and it helped me a lot. So allow me to elaborate. In my free time, I listen to a lot of podcasts, news, or every stuff I like in English with subtitles or with the transcripts. So I know that a lot of people are struggling with the listening skill because they do not fully understand what the native speakers are talking. So remember to read the transcripts or the subtitles before you listen, because you cannot hear clearly the word if you don't understand it. So you can look up the vocabularies to see their meanings and to see how they are pronounced. So furthermore, I also try to imitate the way the native speakers are talking. So by doing that, I can learn more about intonation, when to rise and when to fall, more about the pronunciation, and about an abundance of vocabularies, which I can use in the speaking and in the writing too. So moreover, in my free time, I also read the newspaper or everything I like in English, probably the IELTS materials. So by doing that, I can know more about the grammar structure, about academic vocabularies, and how I can use the vocabularies in the right context. So one more thing that I always strive to apply all the things, like all vocabularies, the grammar structures, all the things I have learned about English in my daily life by practice speaking with my friends or with my teacher or with myself every time when I have the break, when I am free. If I have to, so you can do so in order to enhance your English. So you know that if I have two words to describe my journey of learning English, I would say that the right strategy, and more importantly, the perseverance. That in order to be better at English, you cannot study it like just 1 day or 2 days or just weeks or months. Maybe you have to study for years. So believe me, practice always makes perfect. So just keep practicing every day and all the things, and you will be paid off. Okay. So because of the meantime, I hope that this will somewhat help you with your study English, and you can find the right strategy of studying for yourself. And so, goodbye. Thanks for listening.